Hello and welcome to the pre-match live of Zimbabwe and India third ODI. And I have Vignesh and Prateek with me to talk about the match. Hi Vignesh, hi Prateek. How are you? I'm hoping that you guys have really enjoyed this series between India and Zimbabwe. And this is the third ODI between these two teams. And in this third match, I'm hoping that India has never really won, has never really lost any match in Zimbabwe in 9 years. And I'm going to talk about the streak. But let's just simply look at it. The third ODI, which we are going to play in Harare Sports Club, it's at 12:45 India time. And what we can expect from this match, and is Zimbabwe is going to have any chance to win this match against India? Do we have any cage? Let's talk. Let's ask Vignesh first about this match. Vignesh, what are your thoughts on this match? Is Zimbabwe has any chance to win this game against India?
Yeah, yeah. As you told, India haven't lost a game here in 9 years. But to see the numbers, they've only played 13 games in the last 9 years, including
Right.
this one if it goes through. No, so 9 years can be a little exaggerating. But again, India are favorites. We expected India to start as favorites, and they've been doing a great job here as well. And I don't see Zimbabwe like going pushing India towards a victory. And I think it's going to be a 3-0 whitewash today.
Right, Pradeep, what are your thoughts on this match? Can you tell us who's going to win this? Like, we all know India have never lost like in any match in 9 years, but every cricket match is a fresh match, and every match comes with a challenge. Do you see Zimbabwe coming up with a challenge to, India having a difficulty in facing them?
Um, like I said at the start of the series, start of the first match, I think more than ever before, Zimbabwe has a chance to win a game against India because India has sent out a second string squad to the series led by a captain who was out for a long time. And India went on to win the first two matches. And now, more than ever before, like even more than at the start of the match, given that this is a dead rubber, India would look to experiment more than they did in the first two games. India would look to shuffle, experiment with the team more than they did in the first two games. So Zimbabwe, on the other hand, might look to finish on the high, finish on a good note, might really want to get a win, although this is a dead rubber. And having said that, yes, India will come into this game once again as the favorites to win the match. But do Zimbabwe have more chance to win a game than they did in the first two games? I think so.
All right, so let's with this, let's look out at the player to watch out of this match from India. And this, I might be thinking it's Shikhar Dhawan because he has played 157 matches and he has scored 6,607 runs with an average of 45.88. His highest score is 143. With this, we can also look at the player to watch out from Zimbabwe, and this, I'm guessing, is Sean Williams. 144 matches he has played. He has scored 4,192 runs, averaging 34.93 with highest score 129 not out. So with this, Pratik and Vignesh, I'm going to ask Shikhar Dhawan. We have seen player to watch out of this match from India, and he has scored a classic 81 runs against Zimbabwe in the very first ODI. I think Shikhar Dhawan has really showed that whenever you get to face such teams like Zimbabwe or maybe some second tier or third tier teams, then how you need to play. But with that, the question is KL Rahul in the second ODI. We have seen he has just scored 1 run. He has made a comeback after an injury. Do we have such concerns for KL Rahul because he has played first match and we have seen him scoring just 1 run? So we'll start with Vignesh on this.
Yeah, as you told, Shikhar Dhawan, no, it doesn't have to be second tier or third tier teams. He's always among the runs for India, and with the criticism or the things or the rumors that were going on that once KL Rahul was fit and he was made the captain for the series, Shikhar Dhawan might face some pressure or to score some runs, and it is not the case. He's played he's played close to a decade of cricket or more than that since the under 19 World Cup for India, where he's top scored as well. So he's had a lot of experience under his belt, and I think these things wouldn't affect the one as in the case. Coming to KL Rahul, I think it's just a one-off game. He's been out of cricket for quite some time now. He was in Bangalore in the NCA. He recovered, then he was affected with COVID and stuff. So these things happen. But the good sign was that he promoted himself up there as a captain, and he wanted to score some runs, get some game time under his belt before the Asia Cup and the World Cup coming in. But again, I just feel it's just a one-off game where it just didn't go his way, and definitely a great player. He's a fantastic cricketer, and he has shots all over on the ground. But the runs will definitely come, and I feel KL Rahul might get a big one today if India bats first.
Right, Pratik, Shikhar, the one we have seen, like he has played 157 matches just now, we have seen, but still we are like, we have seen him playing so many matches for India, but still there is a question mark whenever it comes to Shikhar Dhawan's spot, because we have Rohit Sharma as a regular opener, but when it comes to the another opener, it is sometimes like there is a competition going on, a lot of players are coming in. So do you see that question mark should be there?
Well, the question mark is still a big question mark to me. It's a mystery to me because Shikhar Dhawan, as I've emphasized on this before, before other games, Shikhar Dhawan has been one of the most consistent performers in one-day cricket. Yes, he has been chopped in and out in other two formats. He last played in England in Test cricket and in T20s. I'm not too sure, but he has done well in IPL. He has not done too well in IPLs. Um, I think whatever is going on around one day cricket has been the biggest factor for for the question mark being there in the first place. And if you look at the numbers, he has never averaged below 35 in one day cricket in any of the calendar years, and he has mostly averaged above 40s. These are good numbers. These are numbers of a very consistent player, and he has been one of the biggest performers for India in major ICC events, major tournaments overall. And the question mark, it's unfortunate that it's always there. Um, there are highs and lows in players' careers. Rohit Sharma had his lows, but if you look at Shikhar Dhawan closely, he has never really had lows in one-day cricket, which is why the question mark, if anything, shouldn't be there. Yeah, it's a shame.
Right, and if Shikhar Dhawan wasn't playing for India, but for any other team, he might be a regular batsman, opening batter for that team for sure. With that, I have an update on toss. India have won the toss and opt to bat, and KL Rahul has said, "We'll bat first. Just want to challenge ourselves. I've been short of playing time, so I'm eager to get some runs and spend time in the middle." India has again won the toss, and in this whole ODI series, India have never lost a toss, and I think that might be a cage for Zimbabwe, because winning a toss is important on Harare, because whoever wins the toss goes for batting first, and that is something which favors, like which the pitch favors. Do you think this is going to be a negative point for Zimbabwe in this? Vignesh, I'll start with you.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be a major negative for Zimbabwe because it's a good surface and the first star offers something to the fast bowlers, and it's going to be a challenge for India this time around. As we saw in the last two games, India won the toss and opted to bowl, and you saw how, and everyone saw how it the ball actually played from the surface. So I think it's going to be a challenge for the new ball batters, the openers from India. It's a good challenge, and I if and there is a good chance that Zimbabwe, if they pick up one or two wickets in the power play, I think this is going to be a challenging game, and this is also a good chance for them to restrict India to a total around 260 or 250, and then chase it down the 50 overs.
Pratik, your thoughts on the toss is like, who's gonna, like, India has won the toss already, but was Zimbabwe needed to win the toss? Was it really that important?
Like Whitney said, in the first two games, we saw that it favored the seamers a lot. There was a lot of off the surface movement, and we saw players like Siraj and Shardul Thakur ball a great opening spell, and Deepak Chahar before that in the first game. And today it's pretty much going to be the same. So KL Rahul, as he rightly said, they just want to challenge themselves. And in the first two games, they didn't have that much scope to score that many runs because the target was low. And in this game, once again, it's a dead rubber. They want to experiment themselves. They want to challenge themselves, as KL Rahul himself said. So I think the whole intention here is to not make the right decision, make the ideal decision. Here it is to just uh, test the team, challenge themselves. And as far as Zimbabwe is concerned, I think they would have pretty much chosen the same. They would have chosen to bowl first as well if they had won the toss. So yeah, it's a win-win decision there at the end.
Right. Also, I remember Zimbabwe winning a match against Bangladesh on this particular venue when they also missed out on seven their regular players in that particular match. So I think Zimbabwe has a lot of things to show up on the field against India, and let's see what happens in the match. But let's listen up what Regis Chikawa, the Zimbabwe captain, has talked about. During the toss, he said, with the ball, we need to try and take early wickets today and then try to deliver with the bat. A couple of changes for us. Happy to be doing something different today. bowling first. So this is what Regis Chigava has said during the toss. And with that, Vignesh and Pratik, I remember in this whole series, the first ODI and the second ODI, we have seen disappointing performance from Zimbabwe's top order because they are like unable to score runs. And I think Lance Klusner, the Zimbabwe batting coach, might be disappointed with this thought, and he has also talked about the same. What are you thinking? But like, what your guys have thought about this? Like, what is the like basic problem with the top order of Zimbabwe? Why they're like unable to click in front of India? We'll start with Pratik this time.
I'm not too sure what exactly could be the reason. Probably it's just comes down to the fact that they are yet to try out the fresher crop of players. They are just trying to give a run of games to the top order batters they have in hand. Once again, when in the previous series, the middle order got them out of jail time and again. They got the freedom to try them out, give more run of games to them, just to be absolutely sure where they are at in terms of quality with the top order batting. Um, I don't know. I think the top order. I think if the coaching team would know how good they are, that is the reason they might be getting a good run of games. And people in the bench, Milton Shumba and others, they haven't been exactly among runs either, so they aren't exactly uh, given the luxury of having a great bench strength. If one is not clicking, the other one can chip in. That hasn't been the case with them. So yeah, I think they must just give run of games for one more series and be absolutely sure about the quality of their top order batting.
Right, Vignesh. As I was telling that Lance Klusner was taking care of the Zimbabwe batting order, and we know this guy, and he's been known for his aggressive batting throughout his career. So, do you think that this is the reason why Zimbabwe's top order is unable to click because they are trying to get the same approach, what like the way Lance Klusner used to play, and that's why they're hitting the ball very hard, which is not required at the moment, maybe. So, is that the problem with Zimbabwe batting?
I don't think a coach and a player can like change a lot, So he might be a aggressive player, but all the intentions or all the principles doesn't have to be an aggressive, doesn't have to be aggressive cricket. So that's how the player management and team management works. So again, for Zimbabwe, it's about getting the basics right firstly. So if you could if I could put it in technical terms, they actually didn't have any foot movement for a swinging ball, so they weren't going to pitch of the ball. So it's about with the quality of Indian seamers, with the Prasid with the seam movement, and Deepak Char with a lot of swing, where he could actually move the ball both ways. So if you are not getting to the pitch of the ball, or if you don't have any footwork or foot movement, so I think you'll probably edge it to the keeper or edge it slips, and you're it's not going to have proper contact. So that was completely happening, and we could see early wickets. So I think it's about getting the basics right. It's about trusting the process. It's about trusting you as a batsman and you taking it forward. So you have to trust your instincts. You have to get that self belief that you can play this quality of cricket, and that's how you move forward. So if once you have that self belief, and once you, again, it's about timing one or two balls. If you could get two quick fours, and if you're timing the ball pretty well, it's about taking it forward. It's about pacing your innings and moving forward. It's a 50 over game. So you have to play well in clusters. You have to play well in phases. So get the first 10 overs right, then 11 to 16, 17 to 25, and stuff like that. And then once you create a launch pad, then it's up for Zimbabwe middle order batsmen to come and take the team forward. So that's how I think Zimbabwe needs to play. And today is a very good opportunity. So they will know the total or the target that India is going to set, and they can actually pace their innings well and move towards the target.
Right, and with that, we have got the playing 11 of this match for India and Zimbabwe. Both, let's take a look at both the teams, how they're looking, because both the captains have said that they are going with the changes, a lot of changes, and we have Zimbabwe and India playing 11. So now the opening combination for Zimbabwe is the same as the last match we have seen. Then we have Tony Munyonga, Regis Chikava, and Sikandar Raza, Sean Williams, Ryan Ball, Luke Jongwei, Brad Evans, Victor Nyaunchi, and Richard Nagwara. Then from India, we have got Shikhar Dhawan, KL Rahul, Shubman Gill, Ishan Kishan, Deepak Hooda, Sanju Samson, Akshar Patel, Shardul Thakur, Deepak Chahar, Kuldeep Yadav, and Avesh Khan. Pratik and Vignesh, we have seen like there was a debate was going on. Ki we are going to see a lot of changes in India, and Shardul Thakur or Deepak Chahar, who's going to play in this particular match? Now we are like able to see both of them. Are you happy with the changes in both the teams? Let's start with Pratik this time.
As far as bowling lineup is concerned, it is great to see Shardul Thakur and Deepak Chahar playing together. Deepak Chahar deserves another game because him coming after, for the first time after February, recovering from injury, he will be raring to come onto the field again. And just after one good performance, sitting out on the bench, no matter who you play against, what intentions the team has, you would want another game. Definitely, you would want a run of games. So it's good to see that he's back. And Shardul Thakur, he performed well in the previous game as well. So these two deserved to get a nod to be in the playing 11. But I hope that someone like Shahbaz Ahmed would get a nod because the whole intention here is to try out the squad. But yeah, I mean, it's good that Akshar Patel is getting another game. He's been performing really well with both bat and ball. But overall, I thought someone like Ruturaj Gaikwad or someone like Rahul Tripathi would get a nod. But then again, yeah, these are the players who have missed out making any appearance in this series. But as far as playing a winning 11 is concerned, I think this looks pretty winnable for India. And yeah, I think for Zimbabwe, they needed to make some change. And Munyanga comes in, and yeah, so if he bats at number 3, they would hope that he would solve the top order problems for them today. And let's see, let's wait and watch.
Right, and with that, let's take a look at the player battle of this match because that is the battle which every fan is looking forward to. And let's see which two players are going to have a head to head kind of a performance. Let's say, okay, now we have Innocent Kaya versus Deepak Chahar. Innocent Kaya has scored 3 runs in 12 balls of Deepak, and he has made him go to the pavilion back once in this whole player battle. Now let's take a look on another player battle of this match. This is Sikandar Raza versus Kuldeep Yadav. 9 runs, 10 in 10 balls, and once Kuldeep Yadav has made him to go back to the pavilion. So with this player battle, let's take a look at the approaching milestones of this match as well. Then we'll talk about this player battle for sure. Let's take a look at the approaching milestones of this particular match so that we could get to know that what is going to be interesting and getting to be approached this time. Regis Chigawa needs just one grab to complete 50 catches in ODIs. Then Ryan Burl needs 14 runs to reach 500 runs in ODIs. Then KL Rahul requires just 2 fours to complete 600 fours across formats. These are the 3 approaching milestones. Then we have another 2. Shardul Thakur requires 5 scalps to get to the landmark of 100 wickets across formats. And Sikandar Raza is 10 fours away from completing 500 fours in international cricket. Okay, so those are the approaching milestones. Quite approachable for a lot of players maybe. And let's see who's going to approach which milestone. We'll see in this match. Let's take a look at the social tracker of this match as well, like what people are talking about in this particular match. Let's take a look at the first tweet which we get from the fans. It's the Lucknow Super Giants fan club. They have said first ODI century, first win as Indian captain. Thanks, Rare, for these memories. Okay, this is for KL Rahul because he has scored his first ODI century in this particular ground, and then he has won his first match as an Indian captain as well. Let's take a look at another social tracker. Impressive numbers for Sanju Samson in ODIs. Okay, right. Sanju Samson has really played a great innings in this particular ODI, and people are missing him in Asia Cup as well. Let's say what happens next. Do we have any other social tracker for this particular game? Okay, so Prasenjit, they saying Deepak Hooda is going to be a very valuable asset for India's white ball squad going forward. He's at the peak of his batting potential right now and has super control over line and length as a bowler. That wicket of Williams was a result of Hooda's disciplined bowling. I'm sure we all this Deepak Hooda is going to be very valuable asset for India because he has showed his mettle throughout the time that he has gone out and gone to the ground and play for India. Do we have any other social tracker for this match? Okay, most kind-hearted are Sanju Baba. Yes, Sanju Samson. We have seen he has giving a lot of sign and autographs to the play to the fans who are looking forward to meet Sanju and talk about, because he has been a Twitter sensation, I would say. I think this we all will agree that Sanju Samson has been a person like people are talking about a lot on Twitter and social media websites, and I think Vignesh and Pratik, you both will agree to this, because Sanju Samson has been a part of debate for a lot of Indian fans during whenever India is playing. Sanju Samson, whether he's playing or not, he is the top trend for India on Twitter. Do you see like Sanju Samson truly deserve those debates and truly deserve those discussions of fans that he should be playing every match for India? Vignesh, I'll start with you on this.
Yeah.
Vignesh, are you like?
Again, Sanju Samson, once he's in the zone, he's a different kind of. Can you hear me? Yeah. Once again, Sanju Samson, he's blown hot and cold. So once he's in the zone, he's a different kind of player. He's a different breed. But again, he's got opportunities and he's thrown it away. We could say that. But again, Sanju Samson, he's shown glimpses in the IPL as well and in the last ODI. But for the fact that cricket's becoming a lot of a batter's game, unfortunately, I really. Didn't think that Sanju Samson deserved the man of the match in the last game. It should have been given to Shardul Thakur. But with all the debates that's going on, Sanju Samson, again, the competition that's in the Indian setup. So it's like everyone's fighting for this spot, and every game is a challenge. So if you are not capitalizing on your opportunities, you might be out of the side. And people who are being performing for consistent basis deserves a chance, and that's what's happening in the Indian team. And it's also very good that they have the bench strength and they have the backups. But again, if you need to be in the first 11 of the Indian team, you need to be really consistent on a long basis.
Right. With that, let's take a look at the head-to-head of India and Zimbabwe for this particular series. Let's see. A match played by India and Zimbabwe against each other is 65 matches. Zimbabwe has won 10, and India has won 53. They have tied. They've got two matches tied. So head-to-head says it all. But still, let's like simply just take a look at the match today, and it is going to start at 12:45 India time. Let's see what happens in this match. India has outplayed Zimbabwe many times, but I think Zimbabwe has a chance this day. Let's see what happens today, and we'll see you guys in the post-match analysis. Thank you so much, Vignesh and Pratik, joining me on this pre-match analysis. We'll see you guys on the post-match, and we'll talk about a lot of things which has happened in this match. But make sure that you come to Cricket Tracker and watch this in the air show on YouTube, Facebook, and all the other social media platforms, and join us for the post-match so that we will get to talk about the cricket which we love the most. So we'll see you in the post-match analysis, and we'll talk about the cricket. And I'm going to wait for each and everyone, even Vignesh and Pratik, for this match particularly. We'll see, and we'll just check like how the match will go on. So till then, bye bye, take care.